Have you ever unwrapped a KitKat, snapped it in half, and wondered how that perfect crunch and rich chocolate come together? Behind every bite is a wild journey that starts deep in African cocoa farms and ends inside one of the busiest chocolate factories on the planet. Nestlé produces over 8 million KitKat bars every single day. That's over 5,000 every minute. But how do they keep every bar so perfectly layered, creamy, and crunchy? Today, we're going inside a real KitKat factory to see how raw cocoa beans turn into the world's most loved break-time treat. From cocoa roasting to high-speed chocolate pouring machines, this process is mind-blowing. Whether you're a chocolate lover or just curious about how your favorite snack is made, this behind-the-scenes look will leave you amazed and maybe craving a KitKat by the end. Let's break into it. Cocoa farming, where the journey begins. The story starts in West Africa, home to huge cocoa farms. Farmers walk through the fields under the hot sun, looking for ripe cocoa pods. They don't use machines. Everything is done by hand. They gently cut the pods from the trees using special tools to avoid damaging the beans inside. Once collected, the pods are sliced open. Inside are the cocoa beans, soft, white, and packed with chocolate flavor. Farmers place them on large drying mats under the sun. For the next 8 days, the sun slowly dries them out. As the beans dry, their outer layer hardens and locks in that rich chocolate scent. Before these beans ever reach a chocolate factory, they're checked for quality. Workers look at their moisture, size, and smell. Only the best beans are chosen. The rest are tossed out. The factory where beans become chocolate. The best cocoa beans now arrive at the Nestlé factory. The transformation begins with cleaning. Workers pour sacks of beans onto giant conveyor belts. These belts move the beans into rotating drums. As the beans spin, they rub against each other, removing shells. Then, strong air jets blow away any leftover dirt. What's left are clean, shiny cocoa beans, ready for the heat. Next, roasting. The beans are placed into roasting machines. This part is tricky. If the heat isn't just right, the chocolate flavor can be ruined. But when done properly, the roasted beans smell amazing. Now the beans are ready to be crushed. A powerful grinder smashes them into a thick paste. That paste is pressed to squeeze out the cocoa butter. What remains is a solid cocoa cake, heavy and round. These cakes are ground again into fine cocoa powder. Pure chocolate magic, and a key part of every KitKat. Mixing the chocolate. Now it's time to build KitKat's famous chocolate. The cocoa powder gets mixed with milk powder, sugar, cocoa butter, and some secret ingredients. These are blended inside a giant mixer. The machine stirs everything non-stop, turning it into a smooth, creamy chocolate mass. Then comes conching. This is when the chocolate mixture is ground over and over to make the texture even finer. The longer it's worked, the smoother it becomes. Some particles get so small they melt right on your tongue. Next, the liquid chocolate is tempered. The temperature goes up and down in a precise cycle. This makes sure the chocolate won't form white streaks or go dull. After this step, the chocolate is shiny, smooth, and ready to coat every KitKat bar, making the wafer, the heart of KitKat. While the chocolate is being prepared, another important part is made, the wafer. These are the thin, crispy layers inside every KitKat. The batter for wafers is made using flour, sugar, water, vegetable oils, salt, and a rising agent. Everything is mixed until it forms a smooth batter. Then, the batter is poured into baking trays using perfect nozzles. Each tray gets just the right amount of batter to make the layers thin and even. The trays go into ovens heated up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, but only for 30 seconds. That quick heat gives the wafers their crunch and light texture. After baking, the wafers are cooled by air fans. This helps them stay crispy and prevents the chocolate from melting too early. Coating in chocolate, the most satisfying step. Now comes the fun part, the chocolate bath. Each wafer sandwich moves down a belt and enters the coating station. A steady stream of warm chocolate pours over every bar, covering them from top to bottom. Not once, not twice, but 3 layers of chocolate are added. The chocolate flows evenly, covering the bars perfectly. Finally, a last wafer piece is placed on top like a lid, sealing the structure. These freshly coated bars glide down the belt, looking like finished KitKats. But they still need a few more steps before they reach store shelves. Cutting and cooling. After the chocolate coating, the bars go into a cutting zone. Sharp blades slice them into perfect KitKat sizes in one smooth motion. It's so fast, you barely see it. Rows of shiny new bars move on, ready for the final stage. Now the bars cool down to set the chocolate. Cool air flows around them, locking in the shape and giving the coating a beautiful, glossy finish. It's this precise timing that gives KitKats their clean snap when you break them. The final steps, quality control and packaging. Now that the bars are cooled and solid, it's time to make sure every single KitKat is perfect. Quality control teams and machines scan each bar. They look for cracks, bubbles, or any uneven coating. If something looks off, the bar is removed, but it's not wasted. Those bars are crushed and recycled back into the chocolate filling. The perfect bars move forward to packaging. Robotic arms pick them up one by one and wrap them in shiny foil. That red wrapper we all know is then added. It's fast. Each machine can wrap hundreds of bars every minute. Once wrapped, the bars head into boxes, then cartons, and finally shipping crates. These crates are stacked high and sent off to warehouses around the world. How many are made and where they go? Every day, more than 8 million KitKat bars come out of this factory. That's over 90 bars every second. These chocolate treats are loaded onto trucks and shipped to stores, supermarkets, and vending machines in countries all over the world. No matter where you live, whether it's Tokyo, Toronto, Karachi, or Cairo, there's a good chance that KitKat in your hand came out of a factory like this one. So the next time you unwrap a KitKat, remember this: that little red bar took a long, fascinating journey. It started on sun-drenched cocoa farms in Africa. It went through roasting, grinding, mixing, baking, and wrapping, handled by hundreds of people and machines working together to get it just right. All of that effort goes into every single bite. And if this sweet journey amazed you, we've got more behind-the-scenes food stories coming up. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and don't miss out. There's a whole world of snacks and secrets waiting to be discovered. Have a break. Have a KitKat.